Welcome to Drawn to Crime, where true stories unfold through animation. Perugia, Italy. A quiet university town resting in the hills of Umbria. In 2007, its cobblestone streets and centuries-old walls would witness something unimaginable. Before sunrise, a young woman was found unresponsive in her home. What followed would become a story of loss, media frenzy, and a search for truth that would last for years. Meredith Kircher was 21, a student from England, studying languages in Italy. Friends described her as kind, disciplined, and full of life. She loved exploring, learning, and making people laugh. She shared a small apartment with other students in a quiet neighborhood on the edge of town. Life in Perugia was peaceful, filled with classes, friends, and weekend trips across Italy. It was a time that felt endless, simple, and full of life. Among Meredith's flatmates was Amanda Knox, a 20-year-old from Seattle. She had come to Italy to study abroad, energetic, curious, and free-spirited. Amanda quickly adapted to life in Perugia. She made friends easily, took language classes, and even found part-time work at a local bar. November 2nd, 2007. Amanda returned home that morning to find the front door open. Inside, the house was silent. At first, nothing seemed out of place. But as she moved through the house, something felt wrong. As she reached her roommate's door, Amanda noticed it was locked. She called out. No answer. Concerned, Amanda called her friends, and soon after the police. What they found inside would change everything. Within hours, the quiet hillside town of Perugia was filled with flashing lights and curious whispers. News had begun to spread. The investigation unfolded quickly, with reporters, detectives, and neighbors all trying to piece together what had happened. Confusion spread faster than the truth. As headlines spread, theories began to take shape. The media painted its own story, long before the truth could speak for itself. In the days that followed, Amanda's name filled headlines around the world. But behind every headline was a person. Confused, scared, and far from home. For the world, Amanda had become a headline. But for those who knew her, she was still just Amanda. A friend, a daughter, a person caught in a storm. Her personal life was dissected. Her image twisted into something she no longer recognized. Each story sold more papers, but drifted further from truth. The case became a spectacle, a swirl of assumptions and cultural bias. Meredith's memory was often lost amid the noise. The world watched a trial fueled by emotion more than evidence, and truth was hard to hear. Years passed, and the courtroom became a stage for truth and doubt. Prosecutors told one story. The defense told another. And the world chose sides. Testimony shifted. Forensics were questioned. And with every contradiction, doubt began to grow. For Amanda, every day felt like living inside someone else's story. One she could no longer control. After years of trials and appeals, the courtroom fell silent. Then came the words that would change everything. After 8 long years, the verdict was overturned. For the first time, Amanda walked free. As Amanda walked free, others gathered in silence, remembering Meredith and the life that was lost. 2 lives, forever intertwined, bound not by guilt or fame, but by the tragedy that changed them both. The story was never just about guilt or innocence. It was about truth and what we choose to see. In the end, it wasn't the verdict that mattered most, but what the world chose to learn from it. The headlines have long faded, but the lesson remains. Fragile, quiet, and deeply human. This is Drawn to Crime, where real stories unfold through animation, and every truth finds its light.